Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile.
Good evening, everyone. Today wasn't too bad of a day. We had some breaks of sunshine, but it was cool. You noticed that breeze kicking up a little bit. But even though it felt a little cool, well, we still topped off at 48 degrees, and that's above the normal for this day. But the morning started off a couple of degrees colder than it should be. And our sunset now is at 5:41 in the evening. So, yeah, it went down just about an hour ago. High temperatures across the entire area made it to the mid-40s. It was 46 degrees. Coventry, you got down to the coastline. Newport at 45, but if you were a little to the south and west, you were around that 50-degree mark in Westerly. Groton, New London, Connecticut, 51, and over towards Deep River was 50 degrees there. So, yeah, if you're right down along the Connecticut coastline and the immediate southwest coast of Rhode Island as well, you hit that 50-degree mark. At the present time, we stand at 42 degrees in the city, but that breeze out of the northwest, 13 miles per hour, making it feel a little colder, like it's 35. And we're going to continue to see that wind for the next several days. And you can see region-wide, we're looking at winds pretty sustained at anywhere between 10 to 18 miles per hour. It's going to stay that way through the overnight tonight. Our temperatures are slowly going to be settling back, though. We do have a couple of cooler spots showing up as you go to the north and west. Smithfield's at 39 degrees, Worcester 37. Widen out across the entire country. Well, this map looks very similar to the way it did last weekend. We had a lot of warm air to the south. That was the place to be, the Gulf Coast region, and chilly temperatures across the northern tier of the U.S. So no real intrusions of cold air coming down, no big surges of warm air coming up the East Coast. So for now, things kind of zonal across the country. And with that, any weak weather system that's showing up on the map, this flow continues. The parade of storms coming in from the Pacific just keeps working its way across the country and heading in our direction. And every several days, we keep getting the threat of a little bit of precipitation, whether it be rain or snow. But for now, high pressure is going to build in for tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be our driest and brightest day, if you will, as it settles to the south of the region. But the wind will certainly be notable. And watch what happens. The storm that went by yesterday, that's now just sitting around New Brunswick. And it's going to be retrograding, going against the normal flow in the atmosphere and just sending disturbances back in our direction. So we'll see a lot of clouds coming in as we go on into Tuesday. The wind will continue to be the factor. See all these gray lines showing up, how close they are when they get really tight like that. These are isobars, lines of constant pressure. So when they get that close together, you get a lot of wind that's kicking up, and it's being aided by the fact that there's high pressure off to the Great Lakes and this low sitting out in the North Atlantic. And so the two combined are just going to create a lot of wind for us. We'll see a lot of clouds coming down from this storm system that's sitting way off to the northeast of us. We don't have to worry about it, but we'll basically stay dry through the entire period. But here's a look at those winds. Just notice how busy they'll be during the course of the day tomorrow morning, gusting 20 to 25, maybe even 30 miles per hour into the afternoon. Same story on Tuesday, same story on Wednesday. And here's a quick look ahead. Guess what? Next weekend, another storm threat. This is a look at the Euro. Could be rain or snow, depends on how this thing redevelops. But that's just a little sneak peek. It also happens to be the point in time when we are going to be setting our clocks ahead, springing forward to daylight savings time. So basically a pretty dry stretch all the way through the upcoming week. Maybe a flurry around Tuesday afternoon on the Cape, but that's about it. But notice our temperature trend. Yeah, best we can do is mid-40s. That's your latest forecast. Yanni.